Friends, we are at a breaking point. America is undergoing an invasion, no different than if we were at war and being invaded by a hostile nation. Millions of illegals have poured across our border, breaking our laws, overwhelming our schools and hospitals, killing citizens, and threatening our very way of life. This isn't immigration, it's an invasion orchestrated by the radical left to fundamentally change the demographics of this country. Illegal immigrants are not covered by the Constitution. They do not have the rights of citizens. They came here illegally, breaking our laws from the moment they set foot on American soil. If you came into America illegally, you are a criminal. We need to take our country back, and we need to do it now. The first and most crucial step is to seal our border. We finish building that wall, and we do it right, with concrete, with steel, with whatever it takes. Walls have worked for thousands of years. We deploy the full might of our military to patrol that border, to hunt down and apprehend anyone foolish enough to cross it illegally. We need to empower our Border Patrol agents to use whatever force is necessary to stop this invasion. Authorize the use of lethal force. If someone breaks into your house, you have a right to defend yourself and your family by any means necessary. Well, this is our house, America, and it's time we started acting like it. What's truly compassionate is protecting our own citizens, our own way of life. Step 2 is simple. We deport every single illegal immigrant. And I mean everyone. You're here illegally, you're gone. No exceptions, no amnesty, no pathway to citizenship. You broke the law, you face the consequences. It's that simple. And we don't want to break up families. If you were born here and both your parents are illegals, then so are you. I don't care where you were born. Leave and come back legally. You don't like it, then don't come here illegally. This isn't about punishing children. It's about upholding the rule of law. If we want to maintain order, if we want to protect our citizens, then we need to enforce our laws without fear or favor. Step 3 gets to the heart of the matter: money. We seize the assets of every single illegal immigrant in this country. Every car, every house, sold off at auction to the highest bidder, every bank account gone. And where does that money go? Right back into securing the border and compensating the communities devastated by illegal immigration. The American taxpayer has been footing the bill for illegal immigration for far too long. It's time for the people who broke our laws to start paying their fair share. We have to hit them where it hurts, their wallets. Step 4 takes aim at the corporations who exploit illegal labor for profit. We seize their assets too. Any company caught employing illegal immigrants, even once, loses everything. Factories, office buildings, auctioned off to the highest bidder, bank accounts, seized. For too long, corporations have been allowed to profit from illegal immigration while American workers suffer. They claim they can't find Americans to do the jobs, but that's a lie. The truth is, they don't want to pay Americans a fair wage. We need to make it crystal clear. If you're profiting from illegal immigration, you're part of the problem. Step 5 takes the fight to the streets, to the neighborhoods complicit in this invasion. If you're harboring illegal immigrants, providing them with housing, you're aiding and abetting criminals. And you know what? We're going to seize your assets too. That's right. If you're renting out that basement apartment to a family that snuck across the border, you're going to lose your house. This isn't about being heartless. It's about sending a message. You want to help illegal immigrants? Fine. But be prepared to pay the price. We need to make it clear, if you're aiding and abetting illegal immigration, you are not a compassionate citizen. You are a criminal. Step 6 takes on the political class, the very people who have sworn an oath to uphold the law, but have instead sold us out for a vote. Any elected official who has aided and abetted illegal immigration, who has passed legislation to house, feed, employ, or benefit these lawbreakers in any way, will be immediately removed from office and charged with treason. That's right, we're coming for your cushy jobs, your taxpayer-funded pensions, your fancy titles. You violated your oath of office. You betrayed the American people, and you will face the consequences. These politicians, these open border zealots, they are not above the law. They are the enemy within, and it's time we treated them as such. Step 7 tackles the insidious rot within our own government, the unelected bureaucrats, the deep state operatives who think they can undermine the will of the people with impunity. Any bureaucrat, any government employee at any level, who has aided illegal immigrants, who has refused to enforce federal immigration law, who has obstructed the deportation process, will be removed from office and charged with sedition. That's right, we're coming for you too. The American people are awake, and we're taking our country back. We are at war, a war for the very soul of America, and we will use every weapon at our disposal to win. They believe they are above the law, that they know better than the American people. They are wrong. Step 8 hits those countries who think they can export their problems to us without consequences. Any country that refuses to take back their citizens who are here illegally will be charged $10,000 per day per person until they comply. And no more foreign aid, not one buck, bullet, bean, or band-aid. For too long, these countries have been taking advantage of our generosity, using us as a dumping ground for their unwanted citizens, for their criminals. Well, the gravy train is over. You want to play games? We can play games. We'll see how long they refuse to cooperate when it starts costing them billions of dollars. This isn't about being bullies. It's about being fair. Step 9 is about common sense and fiscal responsibility. We immediately deport every illegal immigrant currently in our jails and prisons. We stop using your tax dollars to house, feed, and provide medical care to criminals who shouldn't even be here in the first place. Think about how insane that is. We're spending billions of dollars every year to keep criminals who broke into our country behind bars, while our own veterans are sleeping on the streets. We need to stop rewarding criminal behavior. We need to send a clear message. If you come to this country illegally and you break our laws, you will be deported. Step 10 is about finishing the job. Any city, any county, any state that stands in the way of these efforts, that resists federal law, that continues to harbor and protect illegal immigrants, will be cut off. No more federal funding, not a single dime. You want to be a sanctuary city? Fine. Pay for it yourselves. You want to obstruct federal law? Go right ahead. But don't expect the American taxpayer to subsidize your lawlessness. We need to restore the rule of law in this country. Friends, this is not about hate. This is about love. Love for our country, love for our families, and love for the future. This is about taking back our country from the radical left who want to destroy it. We need to make it so unpleasant for anyone here illegally that they leave on their own. And when they're gone, we can finally start to rebuild our country, to restore our sovereignty, and to make America great again. In conclusion, to continue to follow the path we are on will lead to the end of this great country. We are being invaded. This is an invasion, and it should be dealt with no differently than if it was an invading army from a hostile nation. Does this sound harsh? Yes, it is harsh, but so is letting millions of people into this country who don't belong here. This is not about being anti-immigrant. This is about being anti-illegal immigrant. You want to come here and be part of America, then come here legally. Just about every American has ancestors who were immigrants, but I know mine came here legally. Right now, we have millions who have come here illegally and don't want to become part of our society. They want to make America like the garbage pit they came from. We cannot let that happen. We need to deport anyone here illegally. And if you want to try and help them, maybe you should go with them. Friends, this is not about hate. This is about love. Love for our country, love for our families, and love for the future. This is about taking back our country from the radical left who want to destroy it. We need to make it so unpleasant for anyone here illegally that they leave on their own. And when they're gone, we can finally start to rebuild our country, to restore our sovereignty, and to make America great again.